Moving on to question number 15, Musa cycled from his home to a school 6 kilometers away in 20 minutes. He stopped at the school for 5 minutes before taking a motorbike to a town 40 kilometers away. The motorbike traveled at 75 kilometers per hour. On the grid provided, draw a distance time graph to represent Musa's journey. So the best thing to do first of all is to split the journey up into parts and then represent each of the parts and then connect them. So Musa cycled from home to school 6 kilometers away in 20 minutes. So I think that's the first part of his journey. He stopped at the school for 5 minutes. So that's, I guess you could put the stationary point as the second part. And then what did he do? Before taking a motorbike to a town 40 kilometers away, the motorbike travelled at 75 kilometers per hour. So we have 3 parts here. Let's start by representing the first part. I'm going to do it in the same colour that I used to highlight. So we have, he's travelling 6 kilometers in 20 minutes. So we're going to go from 0 here to 20 here, because he starts at time 0. Okay, so 6 kilometers away, and you can see that so we go up in, so we have, I guess here is 6, so right here is 6 on this, so we have something like that. So I'm going to draw up a line from the origin 0, 0 to 26 on the grid. So that's the first part done with. Then when we're told he stopped at the school for 5 minutes. So from time 20 to time 25, he's not moving any distance, so he's standing still. So that's just going to be represented by a horizontal line. A horizontal line that goes from 26, so from the point 26 to the point 25, 6, since he does not travel at all during those 5 minutes. And then the last part is the tricky part, because we're told he takes a motorbike journey to a town 40 kilometers away, and the motorbike travels at 75 kilometers per hour. So the third part of the journey is a bit more difficult to calculate, because we're given the speed, we're given the distance, we're not told how long it takes him to get to that town. But we can use the fact that we know that time, which is what we're looking for, we're looking to find out the time that it takes for him to get to that town on the motorbike, is equal to distance divided by speed. So for the distance we have 40 kilometers, that's the distance to the town, and we have 75 kilometers per hour as the speed at which he's traveling, so 75. And then to find out the time, so that will give us a time in hours, but we need to find out the time in minutes, and we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So to convert hours into minutes, we times by 60. So this is what we really want, is 40 times by 60 over 75. So we can put that into our calculators. (40 times by 60 divided by 75, and the answer we get is 32 minutes. It will take him 32 minutes to get to that town. And we start at 25 minutes. So what we need to do is add 25 to 32. So 25 plus 32. 2 plus 5 is 7. 2 plus 3 is 57. So for part 3 of the journey, we have a start point on the grid of 25, 6 and an end point of 57, 46. But since the scale that we've been given only goes up to 55, I'm going to first see if I can draw a midpoint and then just do a rough sketch from that midpoint between 25.6 and 57.46 to the end of the grid that we've been given. So the midpoint M would be 16 plus 25, which is 41, and then 6 plus 20, 26. So that's a point halfway between 25.6 and 57.46. So that's the point where Musa is equidistant from his school and the town that he's traveling to. So let's mark on that point. 41.26 is somewhere, I think it's, apologies for the really rough sketch, it's somewhere around here, so something like this. When you draw this in your actual exam, please make sure you use a ruler. I'm just not using a ruler because I don't have one at the moment. And then I'm just going to carry on that line until the end of the grid, so something like that. So yeah, this is the completed sketch. If you want a better drawing, so this is just kind of me going through the technique. If you want a better drawing, please contact me. My email is 844revision@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.